Hey, what's up? It's your boy Shane, and you're watching episode 2 of a Let's Get Real with Shane, right here on YouTube. Thank you everybody, thank you so much. Welcome to the show! Alright, let's dig in, because we got a lot to talk about today. Let's talk about school. Yesterday was the PSATs. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. I mean, all these reading sections, and there was a second math section. I gave up. Like, it was too much for me. You know, there was this part in the beginning. You know, you just had to write that you adhere and oblige to the regulations of whatever. I can't really talk about it, but. I just thought you had to write it in print and, do all those fun bubbly sections and, you're good to go and whatever. But apparently you had to write it in cursive. I'm like, oh, no, man. Because, I could write my name in cursive, but that's about it. I can't write a whole passage in cursive. So, I started writing they had to write the I's, started writing it, lowercase, and then, I made up some way to write, a B, and, it was just a mess. Homecoming gone wrong. I'ma need y'all to get it together, because here's what's crazy. We got my school. We have our homecoming game on a Friday, and then we got the dance next week. Now I'm pretty sure most high schools, and probably your parents' high schools. What had happened was you would have the game and the dance on the same night, and you'd have the king and queen walk across the field, and then the game would happen right after. But, my school, because we can't ever do nothing right, we gotta do, the game tomorrow, and then, when we have half a days next week for conferences, we got the dance. Now, I hate it so much because, they got food, they got catering. Hey, who's gonna pass up free food now? They got food with hands, and they got Chinese food, and they got Olive Garden. I love my Olive Garden, man. Now teachers. Now this is the stuff I don't like. You know how you do a series of assignments, and let's say your grade average goes down some. And you're trying to work to get it back up. You're working to get it back up, and you do this assignment, and it costs a lot of points, and you do really well, or you believe that you did really well, and you're waiting, and your teachers don't grade it yet. So then by the time they grade it, progress reports already came out, and you're misrepresented in your progress report because your grade could have been higher. You could have had something different saying that you're progressing well and. Instead of satisfactorily, and saying that you need to prepare better for quizzes and tests, when your grade average could be higher if they had graded your assignment on time, but they want to wait till the end of the quarter. That's the stuff I don't like. We're going to talk about sports, but first let me introduce my guests. Today we have Wyman.
Hey Shane.
Hey, what's up? We have Gabriel Charney.
Yeah. What's up, Shane?
How you doing? We have Jordan Vespoli.
What's up, Shane?
And we have Ezra Levitt.
What's up, Shane?
Hey,
nice to be here with you.
Thank you.
I was very excited.
So guys, let's talk about the NBA. So who do you think's gonna be better this season, the Knicks or the Nets?
Well, the Nets. This is a great question. Without a doubt, the Nets are gonna be better.
Sign your clothes.
Kidding me. Alright, tell me why the Knicks. You think the Knicks are gonna be better?
Okay, yes, the Knicks are going to be better because Carmelo Anthony is better than Brook Lopez. That's first of all. You have one star, we have one star. Second of all, we have a supporting cast in Iman Shumpert, Tim Hardaway Jr., J.R. Smith, Amari Stoudemire. That's it right there.
Alright, let's compare records from last year.
Okay, this isn't last year.
Alright, but let's see. So the Nets had a better record, obviously, than the Knicks last year. And how did the Knicks do over the offseason? They lost Tyson Chandler, and they got Samuel Dallenberg. Is he a good player?
Yeah, but they also have players developing who are young and are now going to be better. And Amari Stoudemire supposedly is fully healthy. And when he's healthy, he's one of the most dominant big men in the league.
Well, so
about it.
This
is what I have to say about it. I believe that the Nets will be better, although it will be close. And the reason I say this is because the Knicks do have Carmelo Anthony. He is a great player. But the Nets also have 2 All-Stars in Joe Johnson and Brook Lopez.
All right, let's compare starting lineups real quick.
Let's do it.
Darren Williams, Jose Calderon.
All right, give that.
Darren Williams.
I'll give you that.
Joe Johnson, better scorer than Iman Shumpert.
Not a better defender.
Not a better defender, so I think Joe Johnson's still
Debatable.
that's debatable. Okay, Carmelo's obviously better than any Nets small forward.
Amari's better than any power forward.
Amari is also very injured.
Yeah, Amari's
When he's
extremely injured.
When he's healthy, he's better than
Insert
any power
Andre
forward.
Bargnani, and it's a whole different conversation.
Alright. So, who do you guys think is going to be, like, the rookie of the year?
Oh, I think Julius Randle will have a great shot.
All right, well, you're a Lakers fan, so you're extremely biased.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I have to say about it. Of the new rookies in this great draft, I have to say that Jabari Parker and Julius Randle seem like the most NBA-ready players as of right now. So this is why I think that Jabari Parker or Julius Randle has the best shot at this.
Yeah, Julius Randle's definitely polished offensively, right?
Yeah, he's pretty decent. He just has to work on his jump shot. His post moves have been developing quite nicely through that offseason.
Yeah, well, no one's as NBA ready as Jabari Parker. He's already getting comparisons to Carmelo.
It's debatable.
Not debatable.
Parker.
So you guys all believe that Jabari Parker?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, I know he's gonna be better in the future. I'm gonna say Andrew Wiggins just because he had some 40-point games in college. Jabari's gonna be good, but I think Andrew Wiggins will be good.
Especially with the young team he has.
Yeah.
Ricky Rubio's.
I think he's in a good situation too.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about, Kobe being ranked as 40th best player?
That is outrage. That is incredible how the second best player in NBA history can be ranked 40th best.
Whoa.
Okay, first of all, wait.
Okay, all right.
Wait, he hasn't even
Top.
played in 2 years.
Top 5.
He hasn't even played in 2 years.
All right, and
He's
he's still Kobe Bryant, and he's still capable of amazing things. Also, people are saying that he won't be good based on his age. Dirk Nowitzki is also 36, the same age as Kobe Bryant, and nobody is worried about him.
Yes, because he proved to everyone that he's not as injury prone as Kobe Bryant.
I say Kobe Bryant gets injured within 2 weeks of the season.
That is incredible. That is so false. We'll see. I believe that this season, Kobe Bryant will be top 20 player in the NBA.
Well, clearly we can't agree. But, I want to thank y'all for coming to the show.
Thanks, Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
Shout out to my boy Matt Schaefer.
Yeah.
I just wanted he wanted to be here today, but he couldn't make it.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, Shane.
Thanks, Shane.
As teens, we deal with stress all the time. Whether it's, battling school, keeping up with work, after school activities, family, it can be real stressful. Now, when I'm having a stressful day and, I'm just having a hard time, what I try to do is, I try to find, a good refreshment or, in this case, a milkshake possibly. And, I call it food therapy, just have a snack that you enjoy and maybe that'll make you feel better. Or also listen to, one of your jams or one of your good songs and, just try to get in a better mood. Because you don't want to stay stressed for the whole day. What you definitely don't want to do is when you're in a bad mood and I understand, sometimes you don't want to deal with people, but when your friends, want to try to help you, want to try to, talk to you about what's wrong, and then you try to push them away, because people may be there for you now, but not everybody's going to be there for you later, and you don't want to push the right people away, or people that have always been there for you. That's just what I have to say about that. In terms of society, I think that we should stop with all these, judgments on how we think other people should act or how we think other people should dress or be. Everybody should be able to just go out in the world and be able to be themselves. No one should have to, worry about, what are they going to think about what I'm wearing today? Are they going to call me out of my name and call me this word and call me that word? Am I really this word? like, people also, I feel, you need to know yourself, feel confident in yourself, and feel confident in your skill. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying, it's gonna happen tomorrow. But, just feel good about yourself. Walk through the world like you own it. Because if you walk through the world like you own it, you're not focused on what anybody else is gonna say about you. Also, you should just worry about yourself. Don't focus on other people's opinions. Don't read what people are talking about you on social media. And just don't feed into that negativity-ness. Just be positive, be you, do you, and do what you gotta do. And that's what I have to say about that. As a teen myself, I know that, in today's time, our best communication is texting or tweeting or, any type of social media. But I think it's really sad that people can be in the same room and be texting each other instead of talking to them when they're right next to them. Like, texting your parent from upstairs to downstairs. That's just sad. Let's go back to talking to people and have a real conversation. I'm not saying, stop texting. Definitely don't stop texting. I'm gonna stay on Twitter forever. But, try to have real conversations too, because let's say when you're applying for a job, you can't text what you want to say to your employer. When you're doing a college interview, you can't tweet what you want to say to the dean or the person that you're meeting with. We need to get ourselves together and get back to the real communication. And that needs to start right now. This is what I feel is what matters. What matters is how hard you work and how hard you applied yourself to get to where you are now. If you did not work your butt off in school, and you did not focus to get your priorities right, don't blame your friends, don't blame your parents, don't blame your teachers, blame yourself. What doesn't matter is all these labels, popularity, this, that, and the other thing, what he or she wore yesterday, how many likes this kid got on Instagram. It don't matter. Because that's not what's gonna make you successful in life, and that's not what, that's not benefiting your future in any way. Cut the crap and do what you gotta do. Now with family, I'm not saying everybody has, the poster family that you see on magazines and everybody's smiling all together and, everybody's always happy all the time. But I think families at this point should come together. You're not gonna agree on everything as a family, but remember, you can't choose your family, and the family is all you got at the end of the day. You have your friends, you have your people that you acquaint with, you talk to, but your family, that's it. That's your root. That's where you came from, and you never know what tomorrow brings. You just never know. Grab your family tight, tell them you love them, and spend time together. Because family is important. So on October 27th, on VH1, Drumline 2, a new beat premieres, with Nick Cannon, Alexandra Shipp, LaToya Luckett, and many others. Also, the Aaliyah biopic on Lifetime has been announced for November 15th. I can't wait to see that. With Alexandra Shipp starring as Aaliyah and showing with different roles many different aspects of Aaliyah's life, including close friends in the industry, Missy Elliott and Timbaland, her life with her family, her mother and her brother, and just all different parts that you may or may not know if you read her story. Here's what's going on in music. Now, Iggy Azalea and Snoop Dogg have some kind of Twitter beef, and apparently it got out of hand. And Iggy's responses back were to Snoop why was he posting all these mean tweets? Because all she's ever done was show respect to him. I don't know what Snoop's deal was at the time, but apparently T.I. contacted him and they talked over the situation. And later on Instagram, Snoop, apologized about the whole situation. Now, he didn't address Iggy directly, but he did apologize on the situation. But that wasn't before Iggy's boyfriend, Nick Young, stepped in, and Snoop's daughter also stepped into the situation and commented on it. But Snoop is deciding he wants to move on from the situation. Everybody just let it go. And I just think, that's the best thing, to just move on and let it slide and let it go. 2 nights ago, Tuesday, on BET, was the Hip Hop Awards. And that show was lit. You had Bobby Shmurda, who definitely shut down the show with his track that y'all know from the summer. Y'all know what it is. Y'all had Ray, who, lit up the show with No Flex Zone. Y'all had Lil Terrio come out here and there. Snoop was hosting the show with Mimi Foss. And DJ Mustard won as MVP of the year. Nicki Minaj won for Best Hip Hop Style. And Kendrick Lamar won for Best Lyricist of the Year. As he should have. Christina Aguilera is doing the most. She has announced that she is coming back next year to The Voice for season 8, as she was recently replaced by Shakira and then Gwen Stefani. But she's coming back to claim her share. Also, she's announcing that new music is coming next year, and I can't wait for that. After having a baby and working on her new album since April, it's about time. We can't wait to see you, Christina. So lastly, before we end the show, I just want to give a shout out to 3 good friends of mine. My good friend Demi D. Macia, whose birthday is coming up next week, as well as my 2 good friends, who, it's very early, but I definitely want to give a shout out to my good friends Megan and Charisma. Happy early birthday. Thank you all for watching episode 2 of Let's Get Real with Shane. Catch a new episode every Thursday here on YouTube. And remember to live a life unfiltered, uncensored, and just keep it real. See you next week.